I'ma wage war. The peace, cause these hands is what you came for. Never gonna leave, even though it's what I'm blamed for. Should've never let it jump off them chains, dog. About to run a fade off top.
What's going on, DSG? It's your boy Darrnell Bradley back to another video. Today we got Nightcrawler, Scream Rap, Nightcrawler, Ian, I-Cee, and Jolly World. We gonna see what's up. We know what Ian be on. That aggro, scream, growl, heavy metal sound, you know what I mean? But it's scream rap. So I'm like, okay. Like what, you know what I mean? Versus what you normally do, like what you mean? But we gonna see what's up. So be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that social media. We in here without any further ado. 3, 2, 1, click. Hey, I like how the beat's starting. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. I'm a man of the G-O-D. Let's go. All right, I like the opening. Yeah, Kurt Wagner, aka Nightcrawler, is a very religious individual, even having religious markings, self-inflicted, from what I understand, on his body. So we already starting off. With authenticities. Okay. Okay, so we're getting into how man feels, because obviously within the world of X-Men and the mutants and things like that, you have prejudice against mutants. Now, he gets it twice over, because you have like mutants like Nightcrawler, even Mystique if she's not doing her thing, doing her camouflage thing, or Beast, and you've seen it with these characters that not only do they have to deal with the prejudice of being mutants, unlike other mutants that can blend into human society, they can't blend in because they are physically different. So that's also something that they have to deal with. And I'm very sure that mutants that have physical changes like that also have a different classification. And so yeah, having to deal with both those prejudices on both sides and still be who he is, you know, a man of God, not lashing out. You know what I mean? Like he a strong one. He a strong one, but not naive to what's going on around him. Let's go. Hey. This is true facts. So my mother gave me up on one look. Now, as far as the movies go, I don't know what their portrayal of him was about, and I don't know what the portrayal of Nightcrawler was about, because anything I've seen, like comic-wise or anything, well, I don't want to say comic-wise, mainly the animated films. I believe comic-wise as well, but I'm not a big comic person. Anything I know from the comics I read from the internet, but it's always been Mystique portrayed as his father. Portrayed as his mother. Now, like obviously, like I said, within the Fox MCU, which is no longer a thing, that was not the case. But as it sits, from what I understand, it's always been Mystique portrayed as the mom, and I never really knew who his father was portrayed as. I know that Azazel was also portrayed as his father, which makes the most sense. You know what I'm saying? I think between Mystique and Azazel, Nightcrawler coming out of that would make the most sense. And I also heard another origin story, which was Mystique was his mom, but he had two moms, and the only reason Mystique was his mom is because during his conception she transformed into a man and slept with Nightcrawler's mother, ergo how he came to be. That's another thing I had seen, but I don't know what is currently canon, so y'all gonna have to let me know in the comments. But let's go. That I'm reclusive like the moon covers up the sun. There's a little poetry in there. Let's go. Okay. Now, all right, yo, hey, that was dope. This is not dope here. Like I've said in other reactions, as far as like things that I'm gonna put on and bump to in my car, this isn't really like my style. But as far as listening to it, getting the song for what it is, I'm messing with it. Now, between Ian and Jolly World, y'all gonna have to let me know who did what, because like the screaming kind of sounded a little uniform, just in the sense of like once you hit that octave any different for like your voice, the tone of your voice has to be very different from who you're working with for there to be any for me personally, for there to be me being able to tell apart. You know what I'm saying? Which is why things like when Fat Snaps was doing the track with Mix Williams and the track he did with Game Boy, how they were able to switch from one person to the other so seamlessly, and I almost didn't know that there was a new person. So yeah, y'all going to let me know. But I like how true to Nightcrawler this was. You know what I'm saying? And got into how a man feels, how he perceives the world, some of what was going on in his history, so why he is the way he is, the man's religious beliefs, things like that. You know what I mean? And what I like about it is it's like you don't expect to hear things like that in a song where people are screaming. Now I know that there are religious rock bands that do go crazy, but I just haven't really heard them. So for me, it's like, this is very interesting. But good stuff, man. We like it. That's a take. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that there social media, and I'll catch y'all next one, fam. Peace.